Alright, look, I listened to the new Joey Badass tracks. The album, this is kind of a review, kind of not. First off, this album cover is fucking atrocious. Like, put it up on this side of the screen real quick. This album cover is one of the worst things ever. The album is called Is Lonely at the Top, which is ironic because he sold piss poor. Even though he had all the hype, he won the beef, and all this crazy stuff with a person that is claiming to be the biggest of New York and the biggest lyricist or whatever. You would expect him to be selling more. Now I digress. I am not a label head. I am just a guy who reviews the music. So let's go back to that. This album is conflicting. Again, I've listened to this album a few times. I didn't even know the album was out, which again, you would say maybe I'm not tapped in enough or whatever, but again, there was literal no hype for this album in particular, which is fine. I get it. It happens. But for him to be this guy, for everybody to be like, dick riding this man, you would think that at least some people would be talking about it more. But nah, I feel like a lot of his hype, a lot of the stuff that was going on, I feel like all that kind of went into the direction of Chance the Rapper, and everybody was more paying attention to him because, Chance is a little bit more of a palatable person. But hey, let's go back. So the first track is Dark Aura. Dark Aura is actually a really good intro track. I really like it. I like how it sounds. I like how he's giving out a lot of this energy. It gives off a lot of, desperation. It feels like you're trying to get the attention of the person that, you really got beef with. I love it. I love that energy. I think that he should stick with that. It's amazing. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second. Next track, Schwank White. This is a song with West Side Gun. West Side Gun is somebody that I need to cover more on this channel because I really like his music. But again, this is another track where Joey is mostly the center point of the track. He is spitting for almost 2.5 minutes. He's saying what he needs to say. He's getting things off of his chest. He's throwing out shots. He's saying that, no rapper can really mess with him because he done fought a 5v1 or whatever it is. He beat a bunch of unknown rappers. Yay. And yeah, this is a pretty solid track. I mean, West Side Gun gives like a decent verse on this one. I ain't gonna lie, like it's not bad, it's not great, it's nothing to write home about. Super Flea, I like this one. I think that this is a cool little like what's it called? It's like Lil Kim inspired. It kind of gives off the same vibe as like a one of those older New York tracks where you're trying to get crunked, you're trying to get lit, whatever. It's a very, very interesting instrumental. I really like it. And then High Roller. This is one of the duds for me. I never really liked. I really don't like when rappers or people that claim to be rappers are making the love tracks or whatever it's called. I don't like it. I didn't really like this song that much. The ASAP Ferg feature wasn't really that good either, in my opinion. Same with Ready to Love. Ready to Love is another one of those songs where it plays in the background. You're not really mad at it, but you're also just like, I'm not going to it like that. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't like this track at all. Those two tracks are probably the worst track. Well, actually, let me hold down on that. BK's Finest or Brooklyn's Finest. This is a song that has features from Roman Streets, CJ Fly, and then Kai Cash. The verses are fine. The song is fine. I don't really rock with the instrumental, if I'm being honest. I get it. The boom bap it's like a little callback to a lot of the classic posse cuts inside New York. What's the name? And I feel like this gives off the same energy of like a Cypher Night from Detroit too, from Big Sean, you know what I mean? Like the bigger artists putting on a lot of the smaller acts and letting them have their verse and talk, you know what I mean? But again, it just wasn't that appealing to me personally. Underwater is one of those tracks where I don't really enjoy Joey singing. So I didn't necessarily like this track. And again, I've given it a few spins. Again, when I'm listening to albums, I gotta remind you that I'm listening to the album about 4 or 5 or 6 times because I really want to get the full picture of the album. And even when I'm listening to it multiple times, this song is still like one of those songs where I'm just like, I really feel like you don't need this on here, man. It's not it. Same with 3 Feet Away. 3 Feet Away is a very singing heavy track, and I'm not really a big fan of it. Again, I don't necessarily like the instrumental. I don't like the hook is too long, but the way that he's rapping and the songs that the rhyme schemes that he's in, I like it. It's going somewhere. I feel it. It's just not going to the spot where I would like it, you know? Speeding Through the Rain, another track. And again, I don't even want to be this guy, because again, I know I am a rap elite, or some people might say I'm the rappity guy. I remember the last vid, everybody was getting on my case because they see this thing right here and they said, hey, listen, that says it all. But I'm gonna be honest, nah, I wasn't rocking with this song either. Again, I like the parts where he's actually rapping. He's talking that talk. He's doing what he needs to do. But again, this is not necessarily his bag. I feel like singing isn't his bag. He shouldn't do it. Still, this is another very, I don't like this track either. And I feel like the only reason I don't like this track is because I just feel like there's a lot of empty space throughout this whole runtime. And again, this song isn't even that long. I think it's about 3 or 4 minutes, but it just feels like it drags on. You're waiting so long to get to Absol's verse, and then Rhapsody, I think she only does the hook, so it really just, you know, it falls on deaf ears for me. Again, this is all my opinion. If you feel differently, I get it. You should let me know how I'm wrong in the comments, but again, this is me. Then we get to the title track, Lonely at the Top. Lonely at the Top is a pretty good ending track. Again, a little bit too showboaty, especially for somebody who is putting out this type of music. It kind of feels like when Lil Wayne dropped that last track saying that, oh, I'm the best on arguably one of his worst albums, and actually probably his worst album. And it just feels weird because there are a lot of misses on this track. Like, I'm only really rocking with the first 3 songs, and then I like a little bit of Speeding Through the Rain, and then Lonely at the Top. This title track is pretty good. A lot of this middle section is very, very buns, I ain't gonna lie. And again, I can't stress this enough. The album cover fucking blows. It sucks. Why is it so ugly? I don't know. Again, this one probably not for me. It's just not for me. Let me know. Did you rock with this album? Is this your personal favorite of Joey's? Like what? How do y'all feel about this? But me, I'm not rocking with it, bro. I'm just not rocking with it. Anyway, that is me, boy Captain. You go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you fuck with my take. Let me know if I am fucking up in anything. I am always here for criticism, and I will be spinning back on another Joey video because there are more things that I want to talk about from him particularly. Go ahead and have a good day.